Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews. I'm your host, Matt Spease, and today we are looking at Jaws 3D, released in 1983. Jaws 3D stars Dennis Quaid, Bess Armstrong, Gossett Jr, Leah Thompson, Simon MacCorkindale, John Putch, and P.H. Moriarty. Jaws 3D is directed by Joe Alves. Now, Joe Alves was involved with the Jaws movies from the Spielberg original and onward. He ended up working on every one of these films, and finally, in this film, he was given the actual, director's reins. Unfortunately, John Williams does not come back to do the music for this one, unlike how he did with Jaws 2. So the music is composed by a British composer named Alan Parker. And I do like his main theme that he does in this. It sounds really good. Whether it fits with a Jaws film, I don't know. But this Jaws film is set in SeaWorld, so I guess it fits. But and I guess he does well enough when he's trying to recreate those classic motifs from the John Williams original score. And then you have the effects, which the effects on the shark, it's being done by the same guy that did the work on the original Jaws and Jaws 2. You would not be able to tell that by looking at this shark. This guy did a good job on the baby shark that comes into SeaWorld. But the mama shark, there is just something off with its face, with the teeth and everything. It's just, I don't know how you go from improving the shark in Jaws 2 to, in this film, you downgraded him. This shark, the mama shark does not look, I don't even think this mama shark looks as good as the shark in the original Jaws. And the original Jaws shark has not aged well, effects-wise. But even it looks more badass and better than this thing. But like I said, the baby shark, which is about a 15-foot great white shark that is in this story in certain points that they capture. That shark is well designed, looks real, looks great in there. But the mama shark, when you're seeing it swimming through the water, it just it looks so slow. It looks like, you can tell it's a freaking little robot thing that they got just moving the tail and just barely moving at a snail's pace through the water. And it's just horrible looking effects there. And then you have the visual effects in the film, which originally the visual effects in this film were being done by a company named Private Stock Effects, and they had superior effects. But they were doing it in a way that Universal, for whatever fucking reason, decided, well, we don't like this, what you're doing. It looks too cheap. So they replaced that company with the inferior Praxis. So you went from this to this travesty. What the fuck, Universal? That shark coming to, that Private Stock Effects did coming to the glass to attack, looked good. How did you fuck this up? Why would you get rid of the effects company that is doing a great job? They even did, even the sub that we see throughout the thing. I don't have any footage of that, but I do have images. Look at this. This is the shot by Private Stock Effects. This is the shot we got in the final fucking film. What the fuck is wrong with you, Universal? Come on. That looks like shit compared to this. And it's sad. It's sad that poor Joe Alves had to deal with all these shitty effects companies. You got the guy that designed the shark in 1 and 2. I don't know what the fuck he was smoking whenever he designed the shark for this one. But, you know, he fucked up. He designed the baby shark really well, but, you know, the mama shark looks like shit. Only good scenes with this fucking shark is a couple of shots like it. Well, let me get to the actors before I get to this scene. But I will return to this scene, I guarantee you. Okay. So, Dennis Quaid plays Michael Brody in this, and he is great. It looks like, yeah, he might be the older version of what we saw from Michael Brady in Jaws and Jaws 2.
Is this my beeper or your beeper?
I don't know. I'll use this beeper.
Use that beeper.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll have my beeper beep your beeper.
I'll have my beeper back. Mm-hmm.
Looks like a pretty good continuity with that character. Bess Armstrong as his leading lady and girlfriend in the film, Catherine Morgan, is amazing. She is so cute, perky, and likable as this character.
Good boy. That was nice.
Hey!
Hey! Mwah. Liz, he did that great. I don't want to do it again. Do me a favor. Put Cindy and Sandy in the lagoon for a run, okay? They're getting fat. Okay.
I just loved her in this. Louis Gossett Jr. playing Calvin Bouchard. I just love that fucking name. I love Calvin Bouchard's name so much that I named a character Calvin Bouchard in my film Queen Cobra. That's how much I love the name of this character. And Louis Gossett was portraying this character. I mean, he was amazing in this thing. He was like a more hip, younger version of Murray Hamilton's Mayor Vaughn.
Bouchard, is there anything special going on opening day?
Well, this afternoon, at the main gate, we'll be pleased to announce the welcoming of Mr. Philip Fitzroyce.
Oh, really?
No lie, boys and girls. He gonna be here. Now we got drinks at the bar. They free. Come on, follow me.
And then you have the film debut of Leah Thompson as Kellyanne Bukowski. And she is so perfect in this. You can see why she went on to bigger success in films like Back to the Future.
My fly's open.
She's just so good in this. Awesome. And then you have Simon MacCorkindale as Philip Fitzroy. And he's playing an asshole in this, but I loved him as a character. He was so fucking cool.
Why did you ram that Japanese whaler?
Because he got in my way, ruined my best shot.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Even more so than Dennis Quaid's Michael Brody. I mean, he just, God. So, this is the scene I was just talking about that I was going to connect back to, now that I've gotten to Simon. Now, near the end of the film, Simon is being chased by the mama shark. He's got a line connected to him that's keeping him protected so that he's not going to get ate by the shark. And the line breaks, and the shark ends up swallowing him whole. And those are the scenes when that shark looks pretty fucking good, is whenever you're inside the shark's mouth. That's well designed. Too bad it doesn't look as good on the outside. Inside, that looks great. That is a great shot inside the shark's mouth with that character. And unfortunately, he does get killed there. But I really loved his character. Simon MacCorkindale's always been great. I've loved his acting. I mean, one of my favorite ones that he played in was Manimal. That was a pretty cool show. And then we have John Putch as Sean Brody. Now, this one, I don't know if I like this casting decision there, or maybe it's just I don't like his performance in this. John Putch's version of Sean Brody, to me, does not feel like a logical next step for the Sean Brody that we met in Jaws 2.
Hey! 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 How you doing? All right. Brother the cowboy.
Hey!
All right.
Hey, huh?
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I don't picture Sean popping up at this SeaWorld with a fucking cowboy hat and, acting like, oh, I'm Tex now. What the fuck was that all about? He's likable enough with his acting, and John Putch is a pretty good actor, I guess, but just his characterization, the way he dresses, the way he, I can understand the whole, he's scared to get in the water. He doesn't want to be around the water and everything. Because he was young, Sean was, when he encountered the shark in the movie. So, both the times that he encountered it before this. So, I would see that. Whereas Michael was older, so he was able to get over it a little bit easier than what Sean. But the way the way the character looks, it just doesn't feel like a natural next step for him, to me. Not a very good evolution for this character. Our other final actor in the film is the best friend to Simon MacCorkindale's Philip Fitzroy, and that's P.H. Moriarty as Jack Tate. He is just as good to me as what Simon MacCorkindale is. I think they make a good little duo in there. They're really likable friends in there.
And why don't I do all the filming?
I want both cameras. We need the coverage. Come on, Jack. This isn't a picnic. This film is a bloody retirement annuity.
Yeah, it's just so... pisses me off so bad that this movie is so good, as far as performances and acting wise. And Joe Alves tries his heart out to make this movie as good as he can make it. But the effects, the visual effects, and the shark effects really let this film down. So, my final review of Jaws 3D. I will give this film a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, I mean, the performances in this thing bring it up to me. God, if they would have just left Private Stock Effects' work that they did for this film in there, and Universal had not fucked that up. I mean, come on. Universal, listen to me. Listen to me. If you have that footage still around in your vault somewhere, pull that fucking shit out and put that back in the damn film and release it again with their effects instead of that inferior praxis shit. Because that was horrible. Not much you can do about the practical effects on the shark, but you can improve those visual effects that you decided to fuck up by picking Praxis to do the effects instead of Private Stock Effects. But anyway, what do you guys think of Jaws 3D? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree with my review? Let me know in the comments down below. And as usual, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. This really has helped this channel out a lot. So yeah, another 3. I'll be moving on to another 3 in my next review, so look forward to that one. And if you're enjoying these, I'm glad, because I really am glad to be able to be doing all of these different series throughout, 1, 2, 3, whatever, on them, and giving this series its just due in reviews. So, if you're enjoying these, I hope you'll continue to come back and visit me on these and are enjoying this series. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.